Why are people still paying $2 million for a condo with only 40-something years left? I recently came across an interesting 99.co article about older condos, and one example really caught my attention. A condo with only about 46 years of lease remaining sold for around $2.15 million. Sounds expensive for such an old property, right? But here's the catch. The unit was about 1,442 square feet. Compare that with some newer condos where you might pay around $2 million for only 600 to 700 square feet. So you're potentially getting more than twice the space for a similar amount of money. That's why some buyers are still willing to pay millions for older condos. They are not necessarily paying for the lease, they are paying for space, location, and value. But obviously, there's a big trade-off. The lease is much shorter, and that's where older condos can be interesting from another angle. En-bloc potential. Unlike HDBs, private condos have a collective sale mechanism where owners can come together to sell the entire development. And smaller developments can have fewer owners to reach consensus with. Of course, en bloc is never guaranteed. Owners still need to agree on a realistic price, and developers need to see enough redevelopment potential for the numbers to work. But the recent proposed changes to lower the consent threshold for older developments could potentially make collective sales more achievable. So I won't buy an old condo just because I hope it goes en bloc. But if the property already makes sense based on its price, size, and location, en bloc potential could be an additional upside. And this brings me to another place where I've recently been finding interesting value: property auctions. I recently came across two auction properties that I think are worth looking at. I'm not revealing them here yet. If you want to see them, DM me auction and I'll send you the details.